Should Indianapolis be the next stop for DeAndre Hopkins? After being traded from the Houston Texans to the Arizona Cardinals, Hopkins was hurt or suspended, really didn't play as much as they hoped for. Now, when he was on the field, he was great. He's a very good receiver. Now, Cardinals caught him because they couldn't find a trade suitor, and now Hopkins is officially on the market looking for his next football club to play for. And let's talk about Hopkins, right? He had almost 3,000 receiving yards with the Cardinals. He had some touchdowns. Issue is, he's in the twilight of his career now. He's not healthy all the time. He's getting dinged up here and there and just not really on the field. Not really the Hopkins of prime. And, he's a receiver. He's going to go up. He's going to make those contested catches. He's a nice, solid outside receiver. Can get open. Will help make a bad throw look like a great throw. And would he, does he fit in with the Colts? What they're trying to do right now? No, he doesn't. And the reason why is you have Michael Pittman Jr., who is a similar player. And at this point in both of their careers, Pittman might be the better option. Even though Pittman's hurt right now, he doesn't really get hurt all the time. He gets dinged up, as, every player does. But he gets dinged up. But I think Pittman is a better option at this point. He's a little cheaper. And, yeah, we only have one more year with him until we have to pay him if we don't pay him this offseason. I just don't think Hopkins fits what we're looking for. Hopkins, like I kind of said, Hopkins isn't an elite separator. He's not an elite route runner. He's a solid route runner. He could separate. And he's got some speed. But his bread and butter is going up for those contested catches and make those big-time grabs. Making those rough throws look like beautiful throws. Making those crappy throws just look like they were right. They were perfect. That's what a great receiver does. Now, I think he's going to go with the team. He's already said that he wants to go to a team with an established quarterback. So that, that right there kind of throws that out the window already. But then, then the Colts already have Alec Pierce as well, who's another bigger receiver. He's also fast, a solid route runner. I think Pierce is going to have a big-time year this year with Anthony Richardson. And then some of the other receivers you have, he just did sign Brashad Perryman, which absolutely closes the door. If it wasn't guaranteed before, it is now. Although I think it was guaranteed that the Colts were just not interested. You have Brashad Perryman, you have Josh Downs, Isaiah McKenzie, Ashton Dulin. You have a nice amount of weapons. I don't think there's any reason to go out and spend a significant amount of money, which, Hopkins, I think, Hopkins said, some reports came out and said that he's, some executives came out and said that he was looking for a contract similar to OBJ. He wants a 1-year, $15 million deal with, another possible $3 million based on incentives. I just don't see DeAndre Hopkins coming to Indianapolis. It doesn't make sense. He's in the twilight of his career. It doesn't fit the timeline. He just doesn't fit what the Colts have right now. They have players that are similar to him. Michael Pittman's similar to him in his ways, and I don't think you want a Michael Pittman Jr. and DeAndre Hopkins, where, DeAndre Hopkins is at this point in his career. Hopkins obviously isn't where he was, and that happens to every player. And this kind of feels like very similar to the Julio Jones situation at the end of Julio Jones' career. Injured quite a bit. He's a good receiver, just doesn't really have it like that anymore. And it hurts. It sucks. But it's the name of the game. Next man up. If he doesn't work out, he doesn't work out. And there comes a time in your career, like now, Hopkins is not at his peak. So, I want you guys to let me know what you think. I think you guys would agree with me that the Colts aren't and they shouldn't go and sign DeAndre Hopkins. It doesn't make much sense for them. I think a team like the Chiefs, I don't think he's going to go with the Bills. Maybe, I think the Ravens just, they have a few weapons now. I don't really think the Ravens are going to go and sign him. Maybe the Chiefs. I can honestly see the Panthers. I know Bryce Young isn't an established player, but maybe the Panthers offer him a bit more than what he's asking for just to get him for Bryce Young. I think that would be very important for Bryce Young's development. But, yeah. You guys let me know what you think about this. Do you think the Colts should sign DeAndre Hopkins? I think you guys are going to agree with me, but I'd like to know your thoughts and why. So, thank you for tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. If you enjoy this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is the JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.